out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. We out here 33 years of prison stories, man. We rolling into 2023. Let's get it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We on the road to 100K. We've been stuck in the 70s, man. We got to get it popping over here. Let's go. If you ain't subscribed, please take the time to hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that share button, that like button. You know, let me know you're listening to me. Let's go. Salute to everybody out there who rock with me. Man, I debated about this video. I wanted to talk about this video just because there's been so much talk. It's always this type of talk on these, I guess, what you call prison YouTubes. You know, I guess, you know, a lot of people be interested in that. You know, when you've been in prison so long, it's like somewhat normality to you. So it's not, you know, as intriguing to you as it is to, I guess, people who haven't been in prison. But I know a lot of these prison channels talk about booty bandits. That's all they want to talk about. I don't know why they so intrigued about that. But at the same time, you know, when you on the street, you already know and heard or seen in movies or whatever that these type of people do exist. Now they do exist, you know what I'm saying? They in there, you know. But I wanted to tell y'all about some other people that y'all may not know about. Everybody have heard about the booty bandits and all of that. But the booty bandits are not the only threat to your manhood when you come to prison. Especially for young dudes that ain't never been into prison, or dudes that's coming into prison that's acting timid or acting shy or acting a little scared. Booty bandits is not the only threat to your manhood, you know. And I don't know, I don't watch a lot of prison YouTubes and stuff like that. So I don't know if this been talked about, but or even brought up. I don't think I remember ever seeing this in the topic or in the thumbnail. But one thing that people don't talk about in prison as well is, like I say, is the other threat to your manhood is actually the boys. You know what I'm saying? The boys, you know, are a threat to your manhood as well when you're young and new in prison. Everybody say the booty bandits, they trying to, you know, catch you and, you know, take your manhood or whatever. But you got these seasoned boys in prison. I mean, like, been in there for a minute, and you know they been in and out of prison, or they've been in prison for a long time. These type of people will come at these young dudes that come in prison, man, with all types of flammery, all types of larceny, skullduggery, and tomfoolery. They not necessarily trying to, I ain't gonna say all of them, but they not necessarily trying to, you know, more or less take advantage of you, but they see something in you that they want to do things to you and for you to do things to them. And they come at you like that. Man. And I've seen them over the years, you know, as a matter of fact, you know, just as far as I can remember seeing or hearing about this dude might, you know, be on that type of time, that booty bandit type of time. And then you see, you know, these certain boys, and they'll just be targeting and looking at younger dudes just coming into prison. Now, as far as the booty bandits go, them dudes don't really be at the known homosexuals, because that's not what they want. They want somebody that's new, somebody that ain't into that, somebody that they can, you know, turn into that. That's their MO. They want somebody that they can forcibly, you know, or make this person submit to their will, you know, by force or whatever, or choice, you know, by con or by, you know, threat or intimidation. The boys, man, they gonna watch these young dudes when they come in there. They gonna be eyeballing you. They gonna be watching you. They gonna be trying to see what you like, what you into, the things you like to do, and then they gonna take that and come at you with all of this type of flammery and skullduggery, trying to, if they know you smoke weed, right? If they see you on that compound and you knew and you started, chasing the weed man, or they see you getting high, or they see you going around smoking with your buddies, they gonna go purchase some weed and come try to give it to you. Yeah, they gonna go purchase some weed and come try to give it to you. And in the process of that, trying to talk to you, trying to be nice, trying to find out where you from, try to hold a conversation with you. You understand? And these young dudes is coming in there, they be so green, they may look at them straight off the bat and be like, nah, look, man, I don't want nothing from you, woo, woo, woo. But no, I'm just trying to look out for you. I know you smoke, I be seeing you smoke, I get it, don't worry about it, woo. If they take it, they done already opened the door for this person to just keep coming at them and on some Steve Urkel type stuff, just trying to wear you down by being nice to you. You know what I'm saying? But they have alternative motive. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get you to submit what you into. You know what I'm saying? Heterosexual, they trying to get you to submit to their way, their lifestyle, Drinking. Them dudes, they get that wine and like to drink that wine. They'll go buy that wine and try to bring you some wine and give it to you because they watching you. They studying you. They trying to see what you into, and they trying to facilitate that just so they can cut into you. Just so they can cut into you. And if you don't come off aggressive, or if you don't come off like ultra aggressive to the point where you scare them away from you, like they know not to even come at you like that. Oh, they not gonna stop. They not gonna stop. They not gonna stop. I have sit there and watched it and witnessed it. And then the thing about it is, most dudes is coming in prison, especially if they're young or they timid or scared. You can see it in them, and just like you can see it in them, they can see it in them. So they know the type of dudes to go at. They ain't going at nobody. They look and they can see that this dude, he rough, he mean mugging all the time. He mad about his situation. He know where he at. He got all these anger issues already going on. That person they might skip over. But them people that come in there that they ain't never been in the penitentiary before, they walking around like a deer in headlights, and you can see that they scared. You can see that they timid. Those the ones they coming straight at. They coming straight at them, man, and they try all types of flammery, man. They, like a lot of compounds, they got open showers, like 4, 5, 6, 7 showers in just one stall. It ain't no single solitary showers on certain institutions. So them people will get out there, man, and they would just sit there and get somewhere with theirs and eyesight, and they would just watch them showers with them young dudes get in there. And don't be scared to let the young dude know that they watching, because you could be in the shower and you turn around and you look and you got 2 or 3, peoples over there just standing on the rails where they in eyesight of the shower just looking at you. You know what I'm saying? And you can scream and you can say something or whatever, or like, man, get away from the shower, whatever. And some of them will stay and some of them will move. And to be honest with you, got some of them this aggressive. You go and they see that them dudes is scared and them dudes say something to them, they might say something back. And man, I've seen something, they gonna square up. What's up? Yeah, they'll square up and be ready to rumble and everything because they testing them dudes. It's all a test. They trying to see what your heart like. They trying to see if you scared. They trying to see if you about that life, if you will fight, if you will hurt them, if you will bring the pain to them. If they don't get that impression, man, they gonna lean on you. They gonna lean on you, man. And I done seen them over the years, a whole lot of them with different tactics and different ways. I could remember back in the day, this one, man, a lot of people who've been locked up probably know this one. They what I'm saying, they used the initials, but I don't know what their real name is, but that was the initials everybody called them. But their name was OT. Now, OT was good people's. Far as if you had an understanding and they knew where you stood, they was good peoples. But OT off the rip is gonna try something crazy and something freaky. The main thing that they usually do when they first see somebody, a young person or a new face on the compound, and they will look at that person, and if that person turn around or catch eyesight of them looking at them, the first thing they'll do, had a super long tongue, just stick his tongue out like a lizard and just start flicking his tongue. And you'd be like, man, because you knew in the penitentiary and you don't know this person and you see and you look over and you see them doing that. And they was an older homosexual as well too. At that time, I would say when I first encountered them, ran across, they was probably like, I would guess they, by looks, probably in their late 40s or early 50s. And they had breasts, you know what I'm saying? And soon as they would catch, they would not even divert from staring at you, will be staring straight at you. And if you catch their eyesight eye to eye, they flick their tongue out. You know what I'm saying? And the average dude would be like, man, and say something or whatever, and they'll bow down. But them young dudes that be scared and be intimidated and look and just turn their head away or whatever, every time they see them, they'll do it. And then eventually they will approach them and say something to them. Ask them their name, whatever, just to feel them out, just to test their temperature. You know what I'm saying? And you had different ones with different tactics like that. But OT was like that. It ain't, no matter what anybody tell you about OT, if they tell you they first met OT, especially if they was younger, if they wasn't a person that had been in the prison for a long time, if they saw OT for the first time and they say OT ain't licked their tongue out at them, they lying. You had to check OT. You gonna have to say, hey, man, hey, cut, hey, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm talking about in the kitchen, in the chow hall, on the boulevard, wherever. They would walk by you and just stick their tongue out and be smiling and giving, acting all flirtations and everything with you, no matter where you was. You would have to check them in order for them not to do that. You understand? And I could also remember when I first came in, early when I came in, man, when I hit Augusta. Yeah, when I hit Augusta, so I done went from Southampton to the Wall to Augusta. I remember when I hit Augusta, they had one on there like that named Perry. Perry was just like that too. Perry just flat out target all the young dudes, pulling up on all the young dudes. And then Perry had one of them type of jobs where they work for the administration, so they can go in every building. Every building, they going in there doing paperwork, this, that, and the third. And Perry just go in there like like just stalking all the young dudes. Anybody that's young to catch their eye, they trying to pull up on them, trying to talk to them and with some flammery about what did you get your property, or do you need what did you been in the laundry and all? But they just testing you. They just trying to feel you out. They just trying to see what your attitude is gonna be towards them, so they'll know what to say and how far to go. And a lot of dudes that come in prison, they so intimidated, they so scared that they don't want to make no type of enemies. So they'll be extra nice, but that extra nice is going to cause you to go through some extra BS. You know what I'm saying? Because people going to misinterpret that. Because in prison, it ain't no nice guys. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no kind. That stuff don't exist in prison. It exists in prison, but you're going to pay a price for it. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's harsh and I know that's crazy, but that's what it does, man. Prison is going to harden you because of all the flammery and larceny that you're going to go through. You're going to realize that you cannot really be nice in prison because it don't behoove you to be nice, because when you be nice, somebody is going to try to take advantage of you in one way or another. You understand? And them young cats coming in there, they don't know that. All they know is they scared and they don't want to make enemies. Unless you come in that penitentiary already with your mindset like, man, whatever gonna happen. But I'm a rumble for mines. If I had to go out on my shield, I'm going out on my shield. But I ain't going from that. And a lot of dudes don't have that in them to do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They thinking in their mind that I don't bother nobody. Ain't nobody gonna bother me. I don't want no trouble, so I ain't gonna start no trouble. It does not work like that in prison. It does not. They bring the trouble to you. You know what I'm saying? On a silver platter. Yeah. So, but like I say, over the years, it's been plenty of them, and that's all people, out here they know about is the booty bandits. The booty bandits, the dudes that's gonna try to physically or overpower you or turn you into a homosexual or make you a homosexual. But you got them already homosexuals that would try to finesse you into being into what they into. They would try to, gift you into being what they into. And you can't take nothing from nobody in prison. You know what I'm saying? No gifts. You can't take nothing. I know y'all all heard the stories about, oh yeah, somebody leave the candy bar on your bed or woo woo woo. That's just a metaphor for don't take nothing from nobody in prison. Anything that you get from anybody in prison, you got to pay for. You got to pay for it in full. If you don't pay for it, then you owe somebody. If you owe somebody, you in jeopardy. You in jeopardy. You at their submission of what they want for what you owe them. You may owe them this, but they may want that. You see what I'm saying? So these type of things, it ain't nobody telling these young dudes when they come in prison. They hearing all the little rumors, the metaphors, this, that, and the third, but it's deeper than that. It's a psychology behind that. So when them people come to you trying to give you some wine because they know you drink and you in prison and you ain't got nobody looking out for you, ain't got nobody sending you no money, and you want to drink, you want to take yourself away from the reality that is prison. You want to smoke weed, you don't know the weed, man. You ain't got no money. They gonna come to you and try to give it to you. They gonna come to you and try to give it to you. And they ain't gonna ask for nothing off the rip and gonna try to get you some more when you want to get high or get drunk again. And then eventually they gonna be asking for something. Eventually they gonna try something. Eventually you gonna be in a situation where either you gonna have to fight or submit to their will because they coming at you and they feel like you owe them. This is the trickery. See what I'm saying? This ain't the booty bandits. This is the trickery of the people trying to get you into their lifestyle. Yeah, they trying to get you into their lifestyle. This is regular practices in prison, you know. And another misconception about prison too is that people think that all of the boys or the homosexuals are scared. All of the boys or the homosexuals have been made into homosexuals, or they are just, you know, weak and scared. That's not true. That is definitely not true, because I've known some and been around some that will take your life just as quickly as anybody else in prison that's known for putting in some work. You know, I known some that's by far ain't scared of you or nobody else. You know what I'm saying? This is just their lifestyle. This is what they do. You know, I don't know their origin. I don't know if they was made to be like that or whatever. But I do know some that's not playing no games. And they ain't scared, you know. And they tote that Bethlehem and they will use it, you know. And then when you got these younger dudes that's coming in that they trying to go at, you know, and they ain't got no rank in prison. They ain't got no reputation. They scared. Them type of people would tell them, oh, well, you come on, move in the cell with me. You going to be all right. They looking at them like, man, you a homosexual. I'm going to be all right. You can't do nothing for me. Oh, some of them will. Some of them will. Some of them will be in, you move in there with them and somebody come at you with any type of drama or whatever. Believe it or not, they the one going on the front line. They the one is going on the front line. Man, I'm trying to tell you, they got some that will use that Bethlehem. They got some that will rumble and some more stuff. You know, I've known some of them that straight up will box. And like I said, I know some that'll square up with you. When I was on Powhatan, they had a younger homosexual up there, had everything, all of this stuff done. They had the breasts, the implants in their butt, the cheeks, all that. But they about 6'2", about 230, and will run their mouth all day, every day to people. And then when somebody bark back at them or somebody get mad or, you know, start calling them all these, you know, epithets and they'll square up like, come on with it. You know what I'm saying? Come on with it and call them, you know, some names. Oh man, you ain't nothing. Yeah, come on with it. You scared? Yeah, I mean, it goes down like that. You know, not all the time, but you have exceptions. There is no rule to none of this. You got exceptions. All of these are like this. It's not stereotypical. It's not stereotypical, not in prison. It's not stereotypical, you know. And then, like I say, too, when I say that you have those ones like that trying to coach you into their lifestyle, but you do have I don't even know what you would even call them, like, you can say you got the booty bandits, then you got the homosexuals that's trying to coerce you. You got the booty bandits that's trying to forcibly, you know, change you. But then you got the one in the middle, the hybrid. You know what I'm saying? That's the hybrid. You got them. They want to, you know, finesse you into that too. But It's not like they want to finesse you into it like the homosexual. They want just to have a man to do whatever they want to do to them because they want it done to them, but they don't want anybody to do it to them. They want to pick and choose who they want to do it to, you know. So then you got the hybrid in the middle, the one that want to coerce them into doing it, but they want to flip-flop. They want you to do something to them, and they also want to do something to you. Man, I'm telling you, this is another world, man. This is another world, man. And yeah, this is another world. And then some of those ones that be in the middle, that be them hybrid ones that want to do, you know, back and forth. Man, they be big and muscular and on the weight pal and, you know, rumbling and fighting and do all of that. But then at the end of the day, they into something else. They into something else. And if you coming at them like that on some oh, you gay, or you a boy, man, you gonna have to fight. You gonna have to fight. If not, you know, Bethlehem to Bethlehem, you gonna have to rumble. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to rumble, man. You know, and then you got them like that. And then I just told y'all about Dana. Dana is like in the middle, because Dana will go at the weak type of people like that, and then, you know, they want to do, you know, both and both. You know, and dudes would be intimidated by Dana just from their size alone and their aggressiveness. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of these young cats coming into prison, they don't, you know, like I say, when you go into prison, you don't have a clue of what you in for until you get in there. Because all the things you heard, all the things you see on TV, all the things you see in movies, all the things you heard in the street, it's not even going to measure up to what that reality is going to be like. It's not going to measure up, because you're going to be overwhelmed. You know, and this is why a lot of people, they go in there, they lose their self, or they, you know, some people resort to suicide, some people resort to just losing their mind, some people resort to just, you know, turning into something that they don't want to be because of the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be daily pressure applied to you every day, if not nothing else, just by the administration. You know, by people controlling your life, by people telling you when, where, how, if. You know, that pressure alone is something that people coming from the outside world is not used to. You know what I'm saying? Even when you in the jail, you get some type of form of the restrictions that you under there that's so much different from being in the free world. But even when you in that jail and all the restrictions is placed upon you in that jail, that's magnified times 100 when you go to prison. You know what I'm saying? So you going from freedom to, you know, confinement and all of these different rules and regulations to now you're going to even something that's greater than that, with a bigger threat around you in every, you know, direction. So it's a lot, man. It's a lot to deal with, and a lot of people can't deal with it. This is why I'm telling you and preaching to you now daily about prevention, man. You young people out here now, this ain't the type of life that you want to live. This ain't the type of environment that you want to be in. You know, by being out here and not, you know, enjoying the freedom that you have, no matter what situations or circumstances you're going through. I'm trying to tell you, when you get in there, man, all of that stuff is going to be magnified times 100. And you're going to be without your freedom. You're going to be without your choices. You're going to be without your friends, your loved ones. You know, all of that is gone, you know, just to go into this. And have to adapt and try to fend for yourself in here, man. And I told you that flammery and skullduggery is going to be coming at you every day. And these dudes out here now that's shooting these guns and acting crazy and ain't never did a push up or pull up or sit up in their life and been in no fight because they got pistols out here. Man, you're going to be in a world of hurt when you get in there. A world of hurt when you get in there. You can believe that, because the wolves gonna come out, the snakes gonna come out, the buzzers, you know, the lions, you know, yeah, they gonna come out. They coming out the woodwork, man, the gorillas, you know. So yeah, but a lot of people don't talk about the finesse. They talk about the booty bandits. That's by force. You have finesse artists in there as well, man. They trying to trick you out of your manhood. They trying to, gift you out of your manhood. They're trying to manipulate you out your manhood. They're trying to tell you all these different, what the reasons why, or this won't make you like this, or that don't mean because you do this, or no, because you in prison. Nah, all of that is going to be coming at you. It's how strong your mind is, how strong your beliefs is, how strong your principles is, and how strong your will is to stand up for yourself. If you don't have that, if you can't stand on your own 2 feet, if you can't, fight off every type of enemy that comes at you, every type of, gift that comes at you, every type of flammery and skullduggery, then you need not to go to prison. You need to be out here in the streets trying to get a job, trying to get a career, trying to get educated, trying to put yourself in a position to be something in life and to have something where your freedom is never at jeopardy. Period. Because if you can't fight off all of that and not willing to stand up for it at all times, no matter what the opposition is or no matter what may happen to you, prison is the last place that you want to be. It's the last place that you want to be, because it's everybody in there has an agenda. Everybody in there is pushing their agenda, and everybody in there has an angle. And if you ain't willing to fight and ward all of that off, you need to stay out of prison. You need to stay out of prison. Straight up, you need to stay out of prison. Because all of this is in there on a daily basis, man. This is reality. This is real talk. And it's coming at you, and I don't care who you is. It's just a matter of how you gonna deal with it. If you gonna be willing to say, man, get out my face, and they say, who you talk? I'm talking to you. Well, you better that. Yeah, well, come on with it. You know what I'm saying? Come on with it. And then you can't talk it. You know what I'm saying? Prison ain't no place you can talk your way out of things. You know what I'm saying? It's not a way you can talk your way out of things. You're going to have to put some work in. You're going to have to make somebody believe you. You're going to have to make them understand that you stand where you stand and you will not be moved. If you ain't willing to do that, you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? You in trouble. And you got dudes that done been to prison and went in there young and done faced these type of obstacles and stuff and done warded them off just by being who they are. And I know it's a hard thing for people to really understand, but you can see if you can see in a person who you dealing with. If you a man and you man to man, you can look in a dude's eye and you know whether or not this dude is to be played with. And if you demonstrate and you leave that demonstration out there for all to see and all to hear about, then it's documented. But you got certain people you can look at and you can see it in them, and they may not have to demonstrate because people have that perception in prison because of the environment. They know they can look at this dude. They can tell by the way he talk. They can tell by his calmness. They can tell by his body language. They can tell by his choice of words that this going to be a problem that they don't want. You see what I'm saying? People going to prey on the weak because that's just what they do. They do that in real life. They do that out here in the free world. But it's certain people that not weak, and they have not even had to show you that they're not weak, but you can see it in them. You know what I'm saying? You could take Star, for instance. Star Star did 24 years. Star had altercations, but if I may be mistaken, I asked him today, but I don't think he ever had to get to a physical altercation. Because he was always working out. He was always in shape. He was always standing on his square. He was always on his own 2 feet. He would always address any issue that came towards him. He would go at it head on. And most time people would get that message. But every now and then you'll run into a crazy fool that you got to show because they ain't listening to nothing and they don't care nothing about nothing. Every day you got them in there as well. But by the luck of the draw, you may not run into one of them. You may run into all the kinds and all the opposition that come up against you may already be seasoned enough to know that, yeah, this dude right here going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? He going to be a problem. So it all depends. But to be drama free, to have nothing come at you in prison, it's impossible. It's impossible. I stand by that. It's impossible. If you do enough time, I don't care. I would say a year to 2 years or better, it's coming at you. Flammery, larceny, skullduggery, tomfoolery, just pure chaos, nonsense, foolishness. It's coming at you. it's coming at you because this is the breeding ground for it. This is the breeding ground for those type of things, man, incarceration. So, you know, avoid that at all costs, man. At all costs. If you out here in the free world, no matter what you're doing, you out here in the free world. If you're doing something, you haven't been caught, you haven't been, you know, sent down that road yet. Stop. Stop right now. Stop right now and take heed of this, because like I say, if you ain't built for this and nobody is, if you don't want to go through this and nobody does, stop. Stop, man, because it's in there. It's in there. And everybody ain't strong enough to make it through. Everybody ain't strong enough to ward off all of them demons, all of that foolishness. Everybody is not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you just may have to. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, man, because I know I see all of these titles, booty bandits, this, booty bandits, that. They not the only threat to your manhood in prison. They not. They not the only threat to your manhood in prison. People is not going to just try to physically overpower you. People are going to try to finesse you. They're going to try to manipulate you. They're going to try to, you know, talk you out of your manhood. You know, it comes in all shapes, forms, and fashions, man. So, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. But y'all hit me in the comments and let me know what y'all think, man. And, you know, I will, you know, talk to me. I will talk back. This is a video that, like I say, I think is informative. I think if you got some young people out there on the fence that you know, I think you need to share this video with them. You need to let them listen to it. You need to let them be aware. You need to let them know what they up against if they out here doing this foolishness, what their life will consist of if they, you know, get sent down that road to the other side of the world. And they need to know these things, man. So, you know, share this stuff, man. And if it's you who need to know it, please take heed to it, man, because everything I'm telling you is actual and factual. And in the meantime, I see y'all about 24 hours. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Stay safe out here. These people out here is devaluing life, you know. So keep that in mind as you move around throughout the day, man. Be safe, be smart, make good decisions. And by all means, man, duck them hooks. Boom, 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 boom. They out here.
The banking special. Yeah. Pure deliciousness. Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.